What's up, YouTube? East Coast Scratchers here. Back with a little quick video. I was going through the tickets I had left, and I had some random ones here. Not all, most of them are in order, but I have some winning sevens. Tickets 3, 4, 5, and 6 that I've been sitting for a while. I like to get these scratched, so I figured I'd make a quick video. I have a Philly 76. Ticket 10. I have some lucky 13s. This is a new ticket I've never scratched. And if we do pretty well on it tonight, I may move it to my live on Wednesday. I'm going live Wednesday night. Wednesday night at 7 p.m. And we got some $5 ones here. Big bonus triple play. Tickets 58 and 59. The last ticket in the book. The black square. And if you can, before we get started here, if you don't mind hitting the subscribe, like buttons, push me on my way to 500 by the end of February. I would really appreciate that. And also comment. I do read all the comments and answer them. And if you have someone that's looking for something to watch, hey, send them a share. Share this with everyone you can. And get my channel roaring. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. All right, real quick on here. You match your number to the winning number, you win that prize. If you reveal a net symbol, you win that prize automatically. If you reveal a win 76 symbol, you win $76 instantly. And if you get a Philly, which is a win all, it's you win all 12 prizes. So I really haven't found the win 76 or the win all. I have found the net a few times. And, well, we'll just scratch it and see what we get. All right, let's see what we're looking for on this ticket. All right, we're looking for a 12, 17, 14, a 19, and a 25. We only have one of these, so let's see how it does. First one's a 9. A 1. We have no singles. 30. 27. Nope. Okay, second row. 21. No 21. And there's a 5. We don't have any single ones. A 2. And a 26. Oh, I have a 25. A 26. All right, last row. Double 1. We have a 12. No 11. Single 3. No singles. A 7. And finally, a 24. All right. Nothing on that one. Okay, let's move on to the, how about the winning sevens? Another $5 ticket. Tickets 3, 4, 5, and 6. And basically on this ticket, we have 2 bonus numbers up top. If any the bonus numbers here match any of the winning numbers, you win the prize shown under it. And then down below, match any of your numbers with winning numbers, you win a prize. Find the 2 times, which is a double symbol, win double the prize shown under that symbol. And if we reveal a 7, which is a win all symbol, we win all 12. And again, we have tickets 3 through 6. So let's see if we can maybe get lucky on these. All right, let's see what we're looking for. Ticket 3. Okay, we're looking for a 9, 25, a 5, a 30, and a 10. All right, here we go. Look at that, guys. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. We have that 9. All right. Let's see what else we have. But 24. One off. Close. 4. One off again. How about a 16? Okay. Let's move on to the second row. How about 28? No 28. 20? Nope. I have a 10 and a 30. No 20. 29? No. And a 26. Nope. 25. All right, last row. 23. No 23s. But an 8. No. A 1. No 1. And a 3. All right, no 3. We just have just that 9. Let's go see if any of our bonus numbers match any of the winning numbers. All right, first one is a 14. No 14. And a 19. All right, no 19 either. All right, let's see what's under this 9. All right, there's some zeros. $15. Very nice. $15 win on the first ticket. Okay. All right, let's move on to ticket number 4. Let's see if we can go back to back, huh? Okay, there we go. All right, ticket 4. Okay, how about a 24, 29, 25, 13, and a 21? All right, first scratch. 20. No 20. 3. All right, we don't have any singles up here. All right, 5. No singles. 16. All right, nothing on the first row. 11. No. 4. No singles. 28. No. 19. Nothing there. How about a 14? No. Single 6. No singles. A 30. No. And an 8. All right, no matches there. All right, let's see what our bonus numbers are. 18. No 18. How about a 9? Nope, 29. All right, no win there. And I think I did mention it real quick at the beginning. This video is going to air a couple hours before my live session. I'm going to go live tonight at 7 p.m. So I hope you watch this video and then come on over and then enjoy an exciting and wild 7 o'clock live session. Hope to see you guys there. All right. We got a couple singles on this one. All right, looking for a 5, a 29, a 17, a 9, and a 13. All right, first one. Couldn't go back to back on these tickets, but we can start a new streak, huh? 27, nope. 6, no 6. 21, no. 18, nope. 17. All right, second row. 11, no 11. About a 12, nope. 1, no 1. 28, nope. 29. All right, last row, guys. 25, no. 20, no 20. 24, no. And a 14. All right, no 14. All right, look at these bonus numbers. 19, no. And a 30, no 30. All right, looks like it's coming down to the last ticket. Ticket number 6. All right, if we started the streak on the first ticket, let's see if we can start another one on the last ticket. All right, looking for a 17, a 10, a 27, an 8, and a 3. All right, here we go. 24, no. A 4, no, no 4s. But a 16, nope. 13, no 13. All right, second row. 23, no 23s. Double deuce, nope. Wow, 21, no 21. And a 1. All right, no 1 either. right, next, last row. 28, nope, have an 8 and a 27 though. No, it's 28. 5, no. 12, no 12, and a 29. Alright, nothing on that. Alright, let's see what the bonus numbers are. Alright, done to the last scratch. 6, no. And a 26. No. Alright, nothing on that one. Alright, so far only one win on these tickets. Alright, let's move on to these new ones. Never scratched these. Lucky 13s, they're called. 10 top prizes of 200,000. It's another $5 ticket. And let's see on this one here. On the top section, it says if you reveal a lucky 13 symbol in any of the 13 spots to win $13 instantly. Up top. And then down below, match any of your numbers with winning numbers, win that prize. Reveal a horseshoe, or a shoe they call it, but it looks like a horseshoe symbol to win that prize automatically. And then reveal a 13 times symbol to win 13 times the prize shown under that symbol. And we have tickets 7, 8, and 9. So let's, I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit here so you guys can see the whole ticket. We'll do the winning numbers part first, then we'll go on to the lucky 13 spots up top. All right, let's see what we're looking for. Okay, looking for a 2, 3, a 9, 11, and a 28. Okay, here we go. First number is a 10. All right, no 10. 12. No 12. 1. No 1. 25. All right, no 25s. 21. And an 8. All right, nothing yet. 18. And a 4. All right. 16. And a 30. All right, last two spots. Looking for the 5. And a 26. All right, nothing there. All right, let's look at these bonus 13 spots up top. Looking to reveal a lucky symbol to win $13. First spot is a no bonus. Try again. No bonus. Try again. And a try again. All right, I was hoping maybe the lucky 13 would be lucky for us, but so far nothing yet. All right, let's move on to ticket 8. And we're looking for a 23, a 2, a 21, 22, and a 4. All right, here we go. 17 and an 18. Okay, next row. A 6 and a 1. All right, nothing yet. A 3 and a 9. All right. How about a 12 and a 20? Nope. All right, looking for that 1. And hey, lucky horseshoe. Found something. That's an automatic win. All right, we have 2 more to go though. Let's reveal those first. A 16, a 25. All right, well, we have that horseshoe. We know that. Let's go up to these 13 spots real quick and see if we get a bonus to go with it. Probably not, but we'll reveal them here. We got try again, no bonus, try again, and a no bonus. All right. Let's see what's under that lucky horseshoe. All right, here we go. Got some zeros. $13. Okay, nice. That helps us out. There's a $13 winner. And we still have one more. Ticket number 9. So 8 was a winner. 7 wasn't. And let's see if maybe we can finish this one off with a win. A back-to-back win. What do you say? I say let's do it. And it looks like we're looking for a 4, a 1, a 2, a 10, and a 21. All right, here we go. A double deuce. Nope. 18. No 18. 5. No 5. 29. No. We have a 3. And a 19. No. A 23. And a 6. No. 20, no 20, and a 25. All right, looks like it's coming down to these last two. 27 and a 24. All right, no matches on the numbers. We still have this top part. All right, let's see if we can find a lucky 13 symbol. I'll try again. No bonus. Try again. Try again, and finally, no bonus. Okay, well, we got 1 out of 2. Not bad. We've won 1 out of 2 so far on each set, and we're coming down to the last two tickets, 58, 59 of the book. This is a pretty good ticket. I think I've had these on my lives, but this is a pretty nice ticket here. All right, real quick on these, we reveal a cash symbol up top. I'm sorry, you match any of the. There'll be cash symbols under these here if we win, and you win that prize amount automatically. And then there's a tripler spot in the middle. If you find it 3 times, anything you win, you times it by 3. And then on the bottom, you match your numbers to winning numbers, you win it. And then if we don't have any matches, you scratch all the prizes. And if you get 3 dollar amounts under any of these, you win all. You win that amount. So let's start up top with the bonuses. See if we have any cash. We have a no bonus. No bonus. Try again. And no bonus. All right, let's move on to the bottom numbers here. And let's see what the numbers are. Okay, looking for a 20, a 23, a 19, 11, and a 27. Okay, here we go. First one is a 24. No. 28. No 28. 5. No. And a 17. All right, nothing on the first row. A 7. Well, we have no single numbers. A 2. No. 15, no, and a single 4. All right, no singles. All right, last row. A 16, no. A 9, no 9. 26, nope. And a 25. All right, no matches on that. Okay, now what's pretty cool about this ticket, you reveal the prizes and you need to find 3 like amounts. So there's a 60. A $15. Okay, we got 2 60s. And a 300. All right, second row. All right, there's a 90. $5. 15,000 and a 30. All right, so far all we have these 2 60s. We're looking for another 60. There's a 10, a 15. All right, we have 2 15s. 130,000, and in the last spot is a 150. So we didn't match that, so we're not going to have anything in the bonus. Try again. All right, this is the last ticket of that book, and it's our last ticket for tonight. So let's see if it's they loaded the end of the book. All right, first spot is a try again, try again, try again, and no bonus. All right, let's go down below. All right, let's see what numbers we're looking for here. All right, looking for a 2, 24, 21, 17, and a double 1 or an 11. All right, let's find some numbers. 10, no 10. 6, no 6. 25, no. And a 30. Okay, no 30. Second row. A 5, no 5. 8, no 8. 15, no. And a double deuce. Oh, we got double ones. All right, last row. 18, and I have 17. A 7, no. A 12, nope. And the last spot on this ticket is a 28. All right, nothing there. But we still have a chance, guys. Let's reveal some prize amounts. All right, that's maybe. We got a 10. 30 is possible too. All right, so far we have a 10 and a 30. And there's a 1500 and a 15. All right, second row. A 300, 15,000, 130,000, and a 150. All right, so far we don't have anything matched. All right, last row. All right, we got two 15s. Let's keep going here. 30, we have two 30s. All right, we need one more 15 or one more 30. And the 1500. Oh, we got two of those too. All right, it's coming down to this last spot here. Okay, we got some zeros way off the end. It could be a 15 or it could be a 30. Let's go a little further. And we have a 0. Okay. So it could be, it looks like all it can be right now is a 30. Could be that 30. And it's a 60. Thought it would be that 30. Alright, we're not going to have anything in the tripler. Alright. Well, it was a little fun little session. Quick recap. On the Lucky 13, we found $13 with that horseshoe. And on the winning 7, we found 15. So we have $28 return on really. I didn't really spend anything for the tickets. I mean, I did at one time, but they were just laying around and never got around to scratching them, so I wanted to get them through. So that's why I did a short video. All right, guys, if you can on your way out, hit that subscribe, like buttons. It helps me out tremendously. It's free for you to do. It's quick. Takes you a couple seconds, and I would really appreciate it. Again, this video is going to come out before I go live, but I will be going live tonight at 7 p.m. So I hope to see you there. We had a pretty wild session the other night, Monday night. And I thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you tonight at 7. Thanks for watching.